I'm Rudy. Welcome to the War Room, where we don't glamorize leadership, we get results. This is for execution-first leaders tired of playing referee, therapist, babysitters, whatever else you want to say, while calling it management. This season is about the silent killers of execution. And this month, we're targeting one of the most protected, the helpful leader who's quietly blocking ownership. You're thinking, yeah, I know that guy or woman. Week 1 was our topic release. Week 2 was when, the mental reset that exposed how rescue behavior replaces accountability. Now, it's week 3. Align, the structural reset. This week is about rebuilding execution so it doesn't rely on capes, crutches, or heroic memory. You ever pull the so-called helpful leader off of a project and suddenly everyone's acting like they've never seen a to-do list before? We've all been there. That's not coincidence. That's exposure. So they weren't just helping. They were quietly propping up a system built on people who weren't pulling their weight, right? And when they step back, execution doesn't just slow down, it disappears. This week, we're not here to scold the helper. We're here to align, reset the structure that was stupid enough to depend on one in the first place. So most teams don't break because people aren't trying. They break because they quietly relied on one person or a couple to hold it all together. The fixer, the go-to, the one who steps in because they always have. When that person steps back and everything collapses, that wasn't support. That was substitution. You didn't have a system. You had a human crutch in company colors, reliable, overworked, and one missed day away from chaos. Their reliability created a false sense of structure. Their overfunctioning let everyone else off the hook. And the moment they're gone, tasks begin to drift. Decisions stall. Ownership gets passed around like a bad date. Everyone's touching it. No one's claiming it. And execution's still waiting to be taken seriously. So let me give you an example. Picture a team with that one person, everyone's go-to. They've got their hands in everything, quietly catching what others drop until they take a few days off. And suddenly, deadlines vanish, decisions stall. People are following up on things that should have been done already. Not because that person was magical, but because the team wasn't built to function without them. That's not reliability. That's fragility disguised as support. If your execution stops because one person took a sick day, you don't have a process. You have a dependency crisis. Align is how you fix that. Not by finding another hero, by building a system that never needs one again. Align isn't a leadership buzzword. It's not a warm-up stretch before a performance review. It means every task is visibly owned. Every outcome is tied to a name. Execution doesn't depend on luck, guessing, or heroic recall. We all pitch in sound noble until everyone's staying around saying, I thought you had it. That line alone has sunk more teams than bad strategies. It's a group project with salaries. This week is about clarity, not collaboration, not communication. Clarity. We're not here to work better together. We're here to stop the rescue cycle that's been dressed up as teamwork. Execution doesn't live in helpfulness. It lives in structure, visible, owned, and enforced. Here's what's next. Run the structural audit. This isn't a scavenger hunt or a vibe check. It's a gut check. Who owns this? And why the hell isn't it documented? If ownership still lives in memory, habit, or tradition, you're not managing a system. You're managing risk badly. Ask yourself, if I stepped away right now, what fails? If that answer makes you nervous, good. Because you didn't build a system. You built a fan club, the off-brand version, the kind that claps but can't execute. So let's land it. By Friday, every recurring task has a documented owner. Nobody says, I thought someone else had it, and your team can function without your daily rescue cameo. A line isn't optional. It's how execution survives without you. Next week, we lock it in. Week 4 is reinforced. It's the cultural reset. Execution becomes self-sustaining because structure only works if it holds under pressure. If it only works when you're in the room, that's not a team. That's surveillance. So subscribe, share, grab the toolkit at our website. This is the war room. Structure doesn't need a cape. It just needs to hold. We'll see you next week.